Welcome in, everybody, to Fantasy Pros. This is the Fantasy Football live stream. It is me, Joey P. Joe P. Zapia, here to help you with some lineup advice. Thursday night football, a juggernaut of a game, waiting in the wings between the Patriots and the Steelers. Ooh-wee, I know you can't wait for that one, but at least go make some money at it on the Betting Pros with myself and Scott Bogman, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be live. Don't forget, we're going to go through our favorite props of the game. Even if you don't want to watch it, maybe you can at least make some cash on it. Andrew Erickson, you are here with us to help the people break down some of these questions that they might have. We have the playoffs looming here for all of our people who are still rolling along in their fantasy leagues. Erickson, I know you'll be watching this game tonight, and probably like me, you'll be rooting for the Steelers.
That is correct. Rooting for the Steelers.
It's
Want to get that draft pick.
Yeah.
Get that high draft pick.
Draft pick time. Draft pick central. Let's go, baby. It's also the spirit of giving is around. It's time to maybe give yourself something nice, or maybe also go get something for that special someone. So a big shout out to our good friends at Pristine Auction for sponsoring today's live stream. And if you haven't already, go check out pristineauction.com, because if you haven't, you're missing out. If you haven't checked it out yet, they go for the best sports memorabilia collectible auctions on the planet, and they start at just $1. Imagine snagging an authentic autograph without breaking the bank. That's what it's all about. And they've got over 1,000 different items up for grabs every single day. And the real deal is every single item on pristineauction.com comes with that beautiful certificate of authenticity from the big guns in the authentication game. So you're getting the good stuff, not some hack nonsense, some ripoff. No. Only the goods when it comes to Pristine Auction. And guess what? Pristine Auction is hooking you up with some cool giveaways too. And if you want a chance to win a signed Tua Tagovailoa jersey from the Miami Dolphins, that's right. All you have to do is subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel right now, comment below in this video, and then go sign up at pristineauction.com and use the link on our video description with the registration code FantasyPros. So sign up with Fantasy Pros, again, over at pristineauction.com, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and that's all you got to do. Again, that's pristineauction.com, and use that promo code FantasyPros. You also get $10 off your first offer. What a time to be alive. Tua could be MVP, could be Dak, could be Hurts. Who knows? It is open season. Who's your MVP right now? You got to vote, Erickson. Who is it week 14 heading into the week? I think it's Tyreek Hill, but he's not going to get any votes.
Man. So, I don't know. I mean, Tyreek Hill is an interesting case because you try to think about the MVP award usually goes to the quarterback on the best team, but maybe it's not the quarterback on the best team, but it just goes to the best offensive player on the best team, which is just usually the quarterback. And in this particular case, it's not. It is Tyreek Hill that's the best offensive player on his team. He's not the quarterback. So I don't know. Like I think that the case for Tyreek Hill is really interesting, especially if he goes for 2,000 yards. And again, his path to 2,000 yards is way different than what Calvin Johnson did, where it was all garbage time. Like, we remember that. We look at the stats. It was like, Calvin Johnson was getting so much fourth quarter nonsense. Tyreek Hill doesn't play in the fourth quarter in half of his games. Like, he doesn't even play all the snaps on his team. And yet, when he's on the field, they can score at any moment. So, I think for fun and for those that are sharp wagerers, like, I thought that going on Hill, as a long shot early in the offseason or during the season, I want to see those people get paid out.
I have him for AP Player of the Year, but I think when you start looking at MVP, I mean, look, Dak's been really good lately. Hurts has been less good lately, but they're still, a great record. Purdy has come on late, but he had some bad games in there too. So Tua, he's got good stats, but I think it's because of Tyreek Hill that he has those stats at the end of the day. So it is a tough sell this year. I don't think there's a clear favorite. Mahomes and Allen aren't really in that mix right now, as far as I'm concerned. But let's go get your questions. If you've got questions, we've got answers for you. Drop them in the chat below. New England Patriots wants to know Goddard or Taysom Hill at tight end this week, and then Rashee Rice or Hopkins at receiver.
I'm going to start Taysom Hill. I think that Dallas Goedert coming off of his injury. Again, you just don't know what you're going to expect, and there's still a lot of mouths to feed in that Eagles offense. I know it's a good matchup against Cowboys and shootout, but Taysom Hill has so much touchdown equity. They're also playing the Panthers, who are one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. Just one of the worst defenses overall. I know the Saints are like the super underwhelming team every single week, but I think Taysom Hill's role is too good around the red zone, especially if now Derek Carr doesn't play. Is Derek Carr going to play? Is he miraculously cured from this concussion again?
I don't
Like,
know. I mean, I'm not banking on it, but either way, I can see Taysom Hill getting a lot more work in that game. Let's go to M. Oh, and then, is it Rice or Hopkins? Did you do that too? I was reading the next question.
Rice. Yeah, Rice.
Rice. Okay. M. Perez, start 1, sit 2 for the flex spot in the full PPR. It's weird wording. Mostert, Swift, Rice, and I've got Pacheco and Robinson in RB spots, and Debo and Allen at wide receiver spot.
Okay, so
This is like the most complex wording, which I feel like it should not be as difficult
start
of a
one,
question.
sit two.
Start
I'm gonna
1, sit
start
2.
Mostert.
So just start 1. Why do you have
Yeah.
to, like, I think that's pretty obvious.
Start 1. I'm gonna start Mostert.
There you go. Done. Okay.
And then
Let's move
Pacheco
on.
or
That's it.
oh,
That's it. No, because then it was Swift Rice. And he's
yeah.
just telling us those are the other guys. I'm not taking these guys out, is what he's saying. So he could have just said start 1. Keep it simple, Perez. It's week 14. Keep it simple. Polo Kev, start Goddard or Hawkinson? Hawkinson for me. Start Warren or Pacheco at running back?
Pacheco.
Yes, agreed. Also, Frito boat with nacho cheese or chili cheese fries with shredded cheese?
Frito boat for me.
I'm going the chili cheese fries, man. I can't believe you're going to pass up all that protein, bro.
I like Fritos.
You like Fritos? I like Fritos. Don't get me wrong. Can we just put the Fritos with the chili? Because that's a popular thing too. People cut the bag of Cheetos. Have you seen this? And they just put the chili right in there.
Well, yeah, they do it with like tacos. It's like a walking taco.
Yeah,
they call it. Yeah.
God, walking taco. That's a great idea. Now I want tacos. Cypress Sharilla, start Ty Chandler or Chuba Hubbard at RB?
Hubbard.
Agreed. Dustin Hinders, hey y'all, super flex. PPR, 2 wide receivers, no flex. Need to start 2. AJ Brown, Nico Collins, Chris Olave. Love the Christmas Vacation reference the other day. Yes, that's right. John still hasn't seen it. And by the way, John, today is the anniversary of Christmas Vacation. I think it was like the 30-something anniversary or whatever. So get on that this weekend. I don't want to see you Monday morning if you haven't seen that movie yet. So AJ Brown, Nico, Chris Olave. Who's the odd man out?
It's probably Olave for me.
Not Nico with that matchup, eh? You're still going the Nico route. Too good.
I think that Collins, I mean, he's still the number 1 guy. So I feel like he still catch touchdown. Like I get his yardages may not be that high, but he can still catch a ton of balls, still get touchdown equity. Olave, if Derek Carr's the quarterback, I just like don't want Olave. And JC Horn is, I believe, coming back. I know that the Panthers got a lot of their guys. Yeah, a lot of the Panthers got a lot of their guys back in their secondary. So again, I'm
Zahir M. Half PPR, start 2. Puka, Deontay Johnson, Elijah Moore, Jaden Reed, and the grudge match must win. I'm leading Puka and Elijah Moore. What about you?
Yeah, the only thing that concerns me is if the weather's not great in that game for Flacco, throwing the ball for 500 air yards again. But again, I don't want to play Deontay, not tonight. I guess I would wait. If the weather doesn't get any better, I would pivot to Reed over Elijah Moore, but I would definitely want to start Puka.
Master J3, pick 2 of this 4 group. Mingo, Odell, JSN, and Jameson.
JSN and
I like Odell.
Like Odell in this group. The weather in that game is kind of gross too.
It is, but it's got touchdown equity.
Mingo.
It's got touchdown equity.
Yeah. I go Odell,
P1 Antonio Ruiz Jorge. Hey, pros, I really need to win this week to get back into the playoffs. Pick 2 wide receivers between Elijah Moore, Khalil Shakir, or Dontavian Wicks. And who should I start at quarterback, Tua or Purdy? That's a tough one because both those guys have killer matchups this week. So you want to go Tua or Purdy? Let's start there.
I would go with Tua just because we saw. So Purdy was like okay against the Seattle Seahawks the last time he played them. I know that was on the road.
It was a lot of running the football, a lot of CMC.
Yeah. So again, like he has a really safe floor every week just because it's just a matter of like, does he throw the touchdowns or does Christian McCaffrey rush them in? Like that's like
or Debo.
That's what like hurts Purdy. Just someone else scores the touchdowns. He's just getting credit for it. I think Tua's playing the Titans. They're at home. I think you got to play Tua. I think
and then Moore. I would go Moore and Shakir. Wicks is interesting, but I think Moore and Shakir is what you got to do. Play the totals there. Ty, should I drop Evan Ingram or Cole Kmet for Dalton Kincaid rest of season? Kmet for Kincaid is what I would do.
Yep.
I don't want to drop Ingram quite yet. John Tuggle, hey bros, I need some advice. I'm 7-6 with a 99% chance for the playoffs. Much thanks to your advice. Wow, that's razor thin here. Who should I start? Stroud or Russell Wilson?
Stroud. I'm not starting Russell. I mean, you like Russell. Do you want to start Russell
Wilson?
Wilson?
I would still start Stroud over Russell Wilson.
I know you like Russ this week.
Man, I'm trying to be bold. People,
I get that.
People they demand the boldness. I was going out there on a limb. And I think there's a chance, really, the Chargers have played, that all of a sudden Russell Wilson might actually turn in a gem. Maybe he doesn't.
I mean,
We'll
I
see.
have them back to back in my ranking, so I do think it's close. Do you think? But you'd still start Stroud?
I would start Stroud. I think it's just safer. He's just
Yeah.
been so good this year. He's been impeccable. Breece or Keaton Mitchell at RB?
Man,
I think I'd go with Keaton here. Get some touchdown equity.
Jets are not in a good spot.
Jets are
Go
bad.
Mitchell.
Zahir, Purdy, or Hurts? It's Hurts. Let's not overthink this.
Yeah.
Come on now. Dirt Diggler, flex DJ Moore, Brandin Cooks, Downs, Warren, or Mitchell. It's DJ Moore.
Yes.
All the DJ Moore this week, Erickson. All of it. I want all the DJ Moore. It's against the Lions secondary. They've been terrible last few
I
weeks.
mean, all DJ Moore does with Justin Fields is be a wide receiver 1.
Bro.
Every single game. Wide receiver
It's in
1.
my DFS lineups already. Forget it, bro. Forget it. It's easy. It's an easy sell. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to Hood Fave OJ. Do I start Deontay Johnson tonight as my flex and a half PPR, or wait for Tyjae Spears? Also have Christian Watson and Garrett Wilson to play if Derrick Henry does play.
Well, you don't start Thursday night players in your flex, number 1. So
Good point.
don't do that.
So smart. You're so smart, Erickson.
Derrick Henry's going to play.
Yeah.
He's not in the concussion. So Tyjae Spears, you're not waiting on, Henry's going to be ruled inactive.
Yeah,
like,
Watson
Spears
I don't feel great about, but
Spears is what he is. Watson, again, be concerned about. I mean, I would just start Garrett Wilson over Deontay Johnson, to be honest. I don't want to play anyone in this game.
Garrett Wilson. Heather Mendez, hey guys, should I drop Jeudy for Noah Brown rest of season? Nah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Jeudy's hasn't done anything.
Especially with Dell out for the year, yes.
Even though it seems like a spot where Jeudy will blow up inevitably against the Chargers.
But it doesn't. But just because he blows up, Heather, does not mean that it's good next week. It's not something you can all of a sudden believe in.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that would not be shocking. If I'm predicting the big day, it can't just be.
Well, I mean, there was a video of him on X or whatever that he was open on a bunch of plays, but Russell Wilson's so dialed into Courtland Sutton that he doesn't even see Jerry Judy's wide open.
He listened to all the podcasts last year from you, and he's like, I really screwed up. I need to make Courtland Sutton my priority. And then he listened.
It would have been nice for him to tell me that too, so I would have kept drafting Courtland Sutton at a significantly discounted price.
Hey man, the process was good. It's just the coaching was bad last year. Dominic Gazzetti, Hoodie Bros. Where are the Hoodie Bros today? Let's go. The boys in the hood. All right, come on, let's go. Hoodie Bros, what do you say? Nico at the Jets in the rain and wind, or Puka at Baltimore in the rain and wind? I'm going Puka, I think.
Yeah, Puka shells.
I look very Assassin's Creed with I have very dark features, I feel like. I'm kind of ominous, my big nose. I'm going to look kind of ominous in the hood, right?
Yes. Terrifying.
What did you say, Erickson?
Puka.
All right, let's go. It's warm under there. Felsixid. I don't know. There's no vowels in this one. Greetings from Germany. What's up, my dude? Love the content. Herbert, Goff, or Love? Listen, man, I don't know how you don't start Jordan Love against the Giants. He's been so good. I have to do it. What do you think?
Yeah, we talked about this on one of the shows this week about Love versus Herbert, and I said Herbert, but they're ranked back to back, and then
you get to pick two of these guys. So who do you want to pick? Outdoor Jared Goff or
no, definitely don't want to pick outdoor Jared
Herbert
Goff.
And Love.
So yeah, so Herbert and Love, yeah.
And then Rashid or Jameson Williams. I don't know if Rashid's gonna play this week. Did we get any? I didn't get to see a practice report on him.
No, I think that he's not. I mean, I think his injury was looked at as a multi-week injury.
Yeah,
so
I think it's Jameson Williams by default, my dude. So.
Yeah.
Anastasia Fassi. That's a great name. Let's talk about it. I like this. This is a great start. Kelce or Kincaid. Kelce's been disappointing.
I mean, I don't have the stones to bench Kelce for Kincaid, especially with Dawson Knox coming back.
This is a game to do it in. Well, yeah, but look, Kincaid, I think, has established what he is. I think.
Okay, we say that, and then what do you know? His snaps get reduced because they have to play a veteran because teams are stupid, and they do this all the time.
Look, it's hard to take Kelce out, but Anastasia, going forward, next time this happens to you in a fantasy league, if you got these two tight ends, somebody wants it. Kelce would have brought you back a lot in a trade. If you feel good playing Kincaid every week, Kelce is the piece to move.
I love
that's the learning, moment from this going forward. Whenever you're on top of the waiver wire, you're doing a good job, you're acquiring good players. Always acquire talent to your roster, but at a certain point, just like the people who have two great quarterbacks in a single quarterback league, you got to trade somebody. No matter what you can get for him, you got to make that move. So you don't have this sitting there, but you got to play Kelce. It's hard not to. Sean Quinn, Kelce or McBride? It's still Kelce.
Well, McBride's on a bye week, so.
Well, that's even more to the point. But even rest of season, like, I don't care. M. Malercio. I don't know. Right? RN. Why can't it? What's wrong with you people? Why can't you get normal names in these things? Where's
that's not fun.
Where's just like Peter?
Where's Peter?
Where's Peter? Where's Henry? Or, I don't know, something. Javonte, Breece, or Zeke? I'm going Javonte.
Yes, I agree.
Andy Simchik. Sorry, Andy Simchik. Fields or Purdy? I'm going Fields here, Andrew. How about you?
Yeah, Fields. The rushing still matters. Like, I get Purdy is super productive, but he doesn't run. So
I was just talking about this on the DFS show I just recorded on our Betting Pros channel with Debro about, that Fields game against Detroit a couple weeks ago. That was Fields' first game back, and he still rushed for 100 on Detroit. Get ready, folks. Get ready. Okay? It's going to be a good time. Bears on the money line. Upset special. Go bet it. Harold Crater, Gus Edwards, or Madison in the Standard League? I still got to go with Gus, Bus.
Yeah.
I know it's hard.
Standard. Yeah, because, Madison has scored 0 rushing touchdowns.
Right, exactly.
Gus Edwards has like 12.
Yeah, so. It sure does. Was it 12 or 14? What's he up to? I forget.
I thought I was overselling 12. You said 4. It's a lot.
I don't know. I got to look now. I know it's a lot, but I don't know. I got to look at
I think he's second behind only McCaffrey. In rushing.
He has... Okay, we both oversold him. He's got 10.
Okay.
But,
well, I think he has a receiving
he had one in the first 6 weeks of the season, so they've all come since week 7.
Dude went on an absolute tear.
That is wild. All right, everybody. Pristine Auction is hooking you up with some cool giveaways here. So if you want a chance to win a signed Tua Tagovailoa jersey from the Miami Dolphins, you need to subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel right now. Comment below in this video, and then sign up at pristineauction.com. Again, use the link. It's right there in the video description. Use the registration code when you sign up, Fantasy Pros, to be eligible. Again, don't forget to check out pristineauction.com and use that promo code Fantasy Pros for $10 off your first offer. And your first offer could be on something really special like this Riddle Los Angeles Chargers Salute to Service mini helmet, hand signed by Keenan Allen for just $18. What? Scratch that. Make it $8 when you check out Pristine Auction, because you get the $10 off when you use the promo code. That's math, kids. So use that promo code Fantasy Pros, sign up at Pristine Auction, subscribe to the podcast here on our channel, drop a comment below, do all those things, and you might get that. That's a sexy looking helmet right there. It fits me too, because I got a little tiny head. I run around in my little mini helmet. I got a cool Patriots one that I got from Pristine Auction right here. Speaking of Pristine Auction, you see this bad boy right here? Look at that. Isn't that nice? A little Pat the Patriot action. Does it fit on my head? I don't know. It's kind of like, it actually kind of hurts when I do that. Like, it's definitely a sharp part. It's definitely left a mark. Just want to put that out.
These helmets are not designed to be worn for anybody watching this right now. Like, your head is not supposed to be that small.
No small children for this helmet? All right. But I like the mini helmet. It takes up less space. The big helmets are too much. Cumbersome. It's no good. Not good in the office. All right. This is from Joshi. Houston versus the Jets or Miami versus the Titans? I want Houston versus the Jets, my friend. Jets are the gift that keeps on giving. So, and they are giving. All right, let's go to Carlos Munoz Lopez this week. Start Joe Flacco or Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston if he plays.
So. Okay, start one. Deontay Johnson, Calvin Ridley, or Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore.
I'm starting Flacco and Moore together. I'm doing it, Carlos. I'm all in. All in on the Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Well, honest, I mean,
the weather
is the safest guy in the planet, because I have no concerns about him, let alone we get to the red zone, it becomes a Taysom Hill show if he plays. I mean, come on. Joe Flacco, wheels up. Let's go. Joe Flacco needs like a let's ride thing. Like, I don't know what
He's
it
elite.
is.
He's elite.
He is elite.
I was at a coffee shop one time, and the Wi-Fi was named Joe Flacco's elite. And I was just like, this place is awesome.
Were you in Baltimore?
I don't remember where I was. It was like, I think it was some random place. And I just remember like trying to get the Wi-Fi, and I was like, what is it?
Like in New England? This was like where you live in Massachusetts?
I don't remember where it was. On my vast travels throughout my 20s, I went somewhere that this was a Wi-Fi password.
Hostel in Spain? Is that
hostel in Slovakia, where I almost didn't make it out with my life.
When you were backpacking in Europe. Cali Music. Hey, Fantasy Pros fam. Thank you for all you do. PPR sit one. Mixon, Cook, Mitchell. Who's out?
I'm probably sitting Mitchell.
Okay. It feels like it's gonna burn us, but it's hard to argue it. Start 2. Jaden Reed, Garrett Wilson, Puka, London.
I'm going to start Puka, and I will start London.
Okay. Daniel Masucci, Jalen Warren, or Cooper Kupp in the full point PPR.
I'm not starting Cooper Kupp, Jalen Warren.
Even against the Patriots tonight?
Yeah, I
That run
mean,
defense is really
the
good.
Steelers have to.
It's one thing they do well.
Well, I mean, I'm confident that he's going to catch passes because I don't think Trubisky can move the ball down the field in any way,
Okay.
shape, or form. And if Najee's like banged up, I don't know, maybe see more Jalen Warren.
Okay. All right. Very
And
good.
I mean, Kupp doesn't have more than 50 yards in a game since week 6.
No, I know. I've been saying it. That was my mantra for the last 2 weeks.
Too.
You learned it by listening to me. I've been talking about he hasn't had a double-digit PPR game since week 6 until he scored the touchdown this week. So finally he had it, but like that touchdown was like, it was a 2-yard touchdown. I can't remember. It was short. So he does. I mean, watching him play, he does not have that same burst off the line. You could tell. It's just visually, you could see like he is not 100%. He is not Cooper Kupp. Joseph Kowalski. I need a win for the playoffs. Do I start Elliott, Puka, DeAndre Swift, or Thielen at flex? I want to take Thielen out of there for sure. I would start Swift and play the total. Your thoughts, Erickson?
Yeah, Swift for me.
Jerry Medina, PPR, Addison, or D-Hop in the flex?
I'll go DeAndre Hopkins.
Vargas, a.k.a. Sickle, a.k.a. Calvin Ridley, Garrett Wilson, and Jonathan Mingo. Who do I eliminate? I think Mingo for now.
I'm not sitting in these players. I'm eliminating these players.
Yeah, that's kind of ominous.
Mingo, yeah.
Well, you did say he's the sickle. So he's kind of like this chopping guys. I have a team that's called the Mingo Ate My Baby. So a little Seinfeld reference for you. Stink Mangione. See, now that's a name, Erickson. That's a name we can get behind. Stink Mangione. RB issues, guys. I have Zach Moss, running back 1, but terrible RB2 choices. Aaron Jones is DOA. Tajay doesn't get reps. And Zach Charbonnet or Roshan off waivers. Who should I play? I think in this scenario, it's either Charbonnet or roll the dice with Roshan. What do you do?
I play Roshan.
Let's roll the dice. Let's get nuts, Stinky. Let's get nuts. Marinda Nicely. See, another normal name. I was offered Travis Etienne. There's still trades going on? Travis Etienne and Devontae Adams for Keenan Allen and Tony Pollard. Your thoughts? I think I keep Keenan Allen. I think he's the best piece in this trade.
I think Pollard's the best piece. I mean, the Cowboys' schedule
either
is
way,
like
we
shootout. And I would say that I would want the ETN side, but like with the Trevor Lawrence injury, I'm hesitant. Like, why take the risk? It's like,
well, their touchdown equity has dropped significantly now.
So I don't want
he comes back
to trade for ETN. Like, I mean, right now, like you want to be holding on to Pollard. Like the Cowboys' offense is just firing on all cylinders, and he's finally scoring touchdowns. So
all right, so we agree. So we agree for different reasons, but we agree.
Allen side, yeah.
Kumbaya moment for us. Very nice. Karen Attaway, standard flex, ATN, Laporta, OBJ, Singletary, or Elijah Moore.
I'm still playing ATN in standard.
Yeah, I think you got to play the running back in a standard. Tammy McLeod. Hey, boys. Look at all the ladies. All the ladies representing today in the chat. Excellent. Hey, boys. Full PPR. Stroud or Fields? It's Fields for me, and it's not close this week. Yeah. The Fields.
Where's Fields in ECR? Like,
I don't know, but now you have me wondering because now we've done this like twice here.
He's QB 7. I have him QB 4.
That's ridiculous. So he should be closer to 4.
Yeah, I have him 4. So I only have.
He might be QB 1 this week when all said and done.
Dak, Hurts, and Tua are the only guys I have, and I could move him ahead of Tua, so I could have him as high as 3, just behind Dak and Hurts.
Kingslayer, Swift or James Cook?
Swift.
Skeezy, Bros, Zeke or Brandin Cooks at the flex? Brandin Cooks did not have a great game last time against Eagles. It doesn't say. So let's say half someone's happy.
I think you can lock in the floor with Zeke especially if it's full PPR because he's going to catch a bunch of jump offs.
Yeah. I mean, it's all him today. King Fan 33 and the 3. Pick 1 RB and 1 wide receiver in the half. Gus, Tajay, Roshan, or KW3.
1 running back. Okay.
Gus for me, and then
yeah,
none of those other guys really matter. Oh wait,
Downs,
one RB and the wide receiver. So who's the wide receiver
Downs.
You want? Noah Brown. Okay,
Josh
Downs over Noah Brown and T Higgins. Okay, I see you, Erickson.
And the Bengals.
I see you. I'm not giving you a problem. Philip Mitchell, please pick 2. Mostert, Najee, or Zach Moss. Moss for sure this week, and Mostert. That's
Yes.
what I'm going.
Yes.
Like, that's easy. And Philip loves us. See, Erickson, someone does love us. See, John, you were wrong. You were wrong. All this time, he's like, nobody, he was like Smeagol in Lord of the Rings. Like, nobody likes you. No, people do like us, John. See? In fact, they love us.
Yeah.
Love. It's a very strong word. CM Carrigan, have PPR, pick 1 in the flex. Ridley, Noah Brown, Eckler, Pickens, Jerome Ford.
One wide receiver. I guess
Boy,
I'm gonna start Ridley still.
Still with Beathard, maybe. Ugh.
I mean, you want to start Pickens tonight or Noah
Nope.
Brown?
Nope. I want to start. I got a wide receiver in the flex. I'm just gonna take Eckler and Ford and close my eyes.
You have to play. You have to pick a wide receiver. You can't play both.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I thought it was one in
Yeah,
a flex.
so that's why I said Ridley because like.
No, you know what? I'm gonna pick Noah Brown because Sauce will be on Nico, and I know Reed is good.
Reed's pretty good. Yeah,
DJ Reed is pretty good, but you know, I'll take my chance there.
I mean,
I'm not going with Pickens and Trubisky. I'm not doing that to myself.
No, definitely don't play Pickens. Don't play Pickens.
I mean, well, now Pickens will have 2 touchdowns.
And then, I'm still gonna play Eckler over Ford. So
I understand wanting to play Ridley, but with CJ Beathard, I don't know. It's just a
no. I mean, I don't like playing Ridley. I just think that he's better than
he is. But like wide receivers are only as good as the quarterback.
Right, I get that. But Noah Brown has also had 2 like good games in his NFL career.
Yeah, 2 great games with CJ Stroud. Like I will roll the dice there. Jack. Just Jack. See? Very simple. Jack. Full PPR. Pick 2. Roshan, Najee, Harris, AJ Dillon.
I'm going to probably play Dillon just because he's going to be RB 25 at the end of the week. Like
against the
lock
Giants.
It in.
Yeah,
just lock it in. RB 25. Lock it in.
It's fine. And Roshan.
Najee. I probably say Najee.
I'm playing Roshan this week. Harris is not healthy.
Like that's a good point.
It's a bad situation against the pay. You already know we did the prediction show. I said that no Steeler rushes for 50 yards this week against.
No, I mean I've been taking the unders on Najee, so maybe actually Roshan is the option there. I concur.
Fubar, you concur. See, I guilted you into it. Fubar, full PPR, Zay Jones or Singletary? Singletary for me, dog.
Yeah, I don't want to play Zay Jones.
Nicholas Solomaitis. G'day, pros. Start 2. Eckler, Javonte, Zeke, Jalen Warren.
Javonte, Eckler, and Javonte.
Okay, full PPR. Also, are you concerned about Lamar not practicing today? No, as long as tomorrow's okay. If you want to pick a quarterback up for a little bit of a backup plan, Goff, Stafford, Mayfield. I don't think you have to. I think Lamar's going to play.
He's going to be fine. He always does this. Like
yeah,
he always he gets sick a lot for some reason. Like especially in December, he's like picks up a cold and then he just shows up.
You know, he never wears a scarf. You know, we had a rule in my house.
It's chilly.
When my kids were little, if you could see your breath outside, you wear a hat. That's it. Simple rule. You go outside in the morning, you go like this, and you see your breath, you put a hat on. That's it. Done.
I like that.
Remember that one. A couple years when you start having kids. Robert Lavelle, afternoon, gents. What tight end should I start in PPR? Kraft, Higbee, Okonkwo, Freiermuth, and I'm looking for the upside. Is it Tucker Kraft, who I called Tyler Croft on Tuesday, the old Cincinnati Bengals tight end? I
think he's on the Dolphins now. Actually,
he is. Yeah, he's still around. He's still kicking around. I think Higbee's the guy.
I hate that matchup for the Rams in Baltimore. I hate that.
I know, but
I'm going to Okonkwo. I just think Will Levis is going to throw the ball like 40 times, and if Ramsey's on hot, like someone else has to be out there running routes. So I'll just take Okonkwo.
All right. I would probably go with Freiermuth or Higbee there, but maybe even Freiermuth. Like maybe that's where Trubisky's.
Yeah, Freiermuth is probably.
Freiermuth is probably where I would land. Like I know the upside, but like no offense.
If you already have Freiermuth, I would just keep him in there.
Kraft is interesting for the upside, but I just don't know if I can get there yet. Like I know he's encouraging, but
the Packers just spread the ball out so much. I know Watson might not play, but it just means
if Watson doesn't play, it becomes more interesting. But the problem is Freiermuth already plays on Thursday. Damian SU, start 2, Zeke, Swift, Singletary, Mitchell. It's definitely Swift and Singletary for me.
I would rather play Zeke.
You don't play Zeke over Singletary or Swift?
Over Singletary.
I'm fine with that. Listen to Erickson. I'm fine with that. Parsonator 78. I need a quarterback. Dobbs, Minshew, Stafford, or Browning.
Minshew for me.
Okay, no hesitation there. I love it.
I mean, he balled out last week, and Bengals are not good on defense.
Nope, they are not. One of the things we got going on here at Fantasy Pros, by the way, everybody, is our Fantasy Pros holiday offer, and we want you to take advantage of this. So the new customers, the holiday offers for our premium tools. So for a limited time, you can double the length of your new subscription when you upgrade to any of our premium plans for free. That means you get a full extra year when you upgrade at the annual plan. So if you're looking to get premium access well into 2025, this is the offer for you. Go right now to fantasypros.com/promo. That's fantasypros.com/promo. And you get all of next year and all the way up until week 14 of 2025. If you do it right now today, double your subscription for free at Fantasy Pros right now. Look at all that savings, free stuff, jerseys, helmets. I mean, like Santa Claus practically here. Next one here, we've got catcher for life 44. Fields, Love, or Goff this week. It's Fields for me.
Even with the rules that he's explaining here.
6-point TD. I don't care. When he rushes for 100
sacks
yards,
are -1.
I don't care. When
But
he rushes
Fields
for
takes
100
a lot
yards,
of sacks.
I don't care. If he rushes for 100 yards again against the Detroit Lions, I think he's going to. I don't care.
All right.
So that's 10 points right there.
Well,
Like,
Jordan Love throws 2 touchdowns. That's 12 points.
With Watson,
And he's not going to get sacked. Like, Justin Fields is going to take sacks.
It's the one thing the Giants actually do, though. Like, every now and then, Thibodeau wakes up and has a good game and gets to the quarterback. And Thibodeau is exactly the player I thought he would be coming out of college, which is the guy who runs hot and cold. He either has a great game where he has 3 sacks or it's crickets. And it's the same exact guy that he was in college. And that's why I thought he was overrated in college, because he is not a big motor every down kind of guy.
Feast or famine?
He is feast or famine. That's what he is there. All right. Decipher. Good afternoon, gents. Jags or Jets defense this week?
Probably Jags.
Is there a third choice I can take? Probably.
I mean, the
Jags,
Jets are still playing the Stroud, which I don't really like.
I don't want to play the Jets defense.
Play
this week.
Jags.
I'd rather play the Bears defense this week against Goff outside. It's chilly.
Road Goff, man.
Road Goff.
Retreat.
Road Goff.
I just remember looking at that line.
Cold
Sunday
road
night.
Goff.
It's like
it's not Goff in Miami. This is Goff in Chicago.
And it's interesting if you look at the Lions have actually covered the last 4 road games, but if you look at where they've been played, it was like dome, sunny Tampa Bay, Green Bay in September.
Yeah, exactly. Brett Siegel, pick 2 in the full point PPR. Warren, Cooks, Keontae Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell. See, not Keontae Mitchell. I'm going with Mitchell, and
I'll play Cooks. I like Cooks.
You want to be Cooks? All right, I'm good with
they're in
that.
the dome. Cooks is like much better in domes, so I like Cooks.
Logan Mattingly, half-point PPR, need a win for the playoff position. Zeke, Brandin Cooks, start 1 at the flex. Zeke, Brandin Cooks, Godwin, Roschon, and Njoku, Jalen Warren. I guess it's just Zeke and take the volume, right?
Yeah, I think that's a safe thing to do here.
Miles Douglas, hey guys, Deontay Johnson or Breece Hall with the ankle injury in the flex. Need to win this week for the bye. I give Hall a shot. I can't play any Steelers tonight. I just can't do. This is such a gross game.
Yeah.
This game has 13-6 written all over it, Erickson. This is going to be torture. This is going to be 3 hours of Al Michaels telling stories about the 80s. That's what it's going to be tonight.
Oh, God. Is he going to fall asleep?
Grandpa, get up. The game's still on. I used to work with John Madden.
No, we need turnovers in this game. That's how you wake people up, because it's like pick 6, fumble 6, there. Like,
yeah, but then no offense can take advantage of them, so it doesn't matter.
At least we'll have red zone possessions. Like, that's all I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for turnovers. I mean, because think about it. Like, last week, the Patriots game had like no turnovers. Isn't that weird? How they had this like wicked rainy game. Both teams couldn't move the ball, but neither defense had any turnovers. I don't think it's
such an atrocious game. Do you like what Brady said a couple weeks ago, that the play in general in the NFL is really underwhelming right now?
Well, I mean, he's not in it, so of course he's gonna be like, "Well, it's worse without me."
Well, he ain't wrong.
No,
I mean,
not.
But overall, I mean, because of all the quarterback injuries and quarterback subpar play, and what we knew already going into this year, which was the youth at the quarterback position, like that's something I talked extensively about in July and August, which is, hey, a lot of rookie quarterbacks, a lot of first-year quarterback starters. This is going to be a real gross learning curve. And all of those old fart guys that everybody used to make fun of, like the Phillip Rivers of the world, you could just count on for, 14 points and get out of Dodge. Those guys are gone. Like, the league doesn't have those guys anymore. They don't exist. So this was a big transition year at the quarterback position. Munch 818. I have Tua and Fields. Am I going crazy to decide who to start? Look, Tua's safe, but Fields has the upside. Like, I love Fields this week, but
Yeah, I mean, I think Tua is safer. So
Modshi. Pick one. Devontae Parker or OBJ? It's OBJ. I mean, what are you doing here? Devontae Parker.
he got targets last week.
What?
Not good, but
What? No way. Simply difficult. I've been described as that on more than one occasion by John. Simply difficult. Zeke or Warren? I have both Gus and Roshan and Mitchell.
I will lock in with Zeke in the touches, and then
I want to play Mitchell over all those guys. Am I crazy? Like,
no, I'm just gonna play Zeke.
I'd play Mitchell over all those guys. Nikki B. Hey guys, I need to sit one, excuse me. Collins, HN, or Eckler? Ooh.
I'll sit the receiver. I'll sit Collins.
You said Collins, just take the guys, take the
Yeah.
carries. Okay. Tyson Koenig, rank Eckler, Montgomery, White, and Zay Flowers.
Tyson, we have rankings on the website.
No. But he wants your rank of them right now, those guys. So he's too lazy to go and sort by Andrew Erickson. Tyson's got a lot going on right now. Tyson's busy. Got a whole chicken company to run.
He's running the chicken company. They're trying to figure out there was a recall on the dinosaur nuggets that they're trying to solve. What's the issue going on here?
Dude, I do not abide by those. Like, I know there's like a whole group of your generation that like the dino nuggets, like that is like chicken nuggets in and of itself is already, like we all know what's happening there. But now like we're making dinosaur shapes of them. Like, I think that's a bridge too far for me.
All right. I just pulled up my rankings. So I have
Eckler, Montgomery, White, and Flowers.
I have Eckler first, and then Montgomery, and then actually, no, I have White ahead of all of them. So White's number one.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Then it's Eckler, and then it's Montgomery, and then it's Flowers.
Okay, fair enough. B Moore. Hey y'all pros. I need help at flex, full PPR, Jaden Reed or Keaton Mitchell. Keaton Mitchell for me.
I like Reed, especially if Watson doesn't play.
I get that, but I think this is the Mitchell breakout party this week. Martin, Puka or Collins in the full PPR?
Puka.
Jess Dabbs, PPR, must win for the playoffs. Start one, Stroud, Browning, or Minshew?
I like Minshew.
Wow, over Stroud. Big dog eating. And then start Collins or Sutton? Sutton's got a better matchup on paper.
Yeah, and Sutton can't not score touchdowns.
Machine. He's a touchdown machine. How many does he have right now? I don't know.
He has 10.
Does he have 10?
I think the only player that has more than him is Tyreek Hill.
Bro, that last one last week was pretty. That was a highlight reel touchdown. He's got 9, by the way. You gave him one too many, but still pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go to Kyle Fluger. Sup, bros? Looking for help in 2 leagues. Full PPR. Rashee Rice, Puka, Zeke, or Elijah Moore. PPR. Who do you start? I think Puka.
I'll start Puka. Yeah.
Full PPR. Wide receiver 2. Olave, Rice, or Puka.
Puka.
Oh, again, it's Puka. All the Puka juice. Recyclops, our good friend here from our Discord. Vincent Van Bros, PPR. Wide receiver, Christian Watson, Calvin Ridley, or Brandin Cooks. Assuming Watson plays.
Cooks.
Okay.
I'll play Cooks.
Flex spot, left over from the aforementioned, including Zach Moss. No, Zach Moss. I'm playing Zach Moss if I can.
Yeah.
There you go. And it says, have a wonderful Christmas season for you and the family. Thanks, Recyclops. So I'm feeling the love today from the people. I like that. We love you too, man. We appreciate all of you. That's why we're trying to give you free stuff. Nate Presnell, flex for the full PPR. DeAndre Swift, Deontay Johnson, or Downs?
Swift.
Jeezy, do we trust Cleveland defense for the playoffs after last week? I can't answer that because I'd rather probably have the Texans defense or maybe the Falcons defense or the Broncos defense, but I trust them this week against CJ Beathard in their own building. I trust them.
They play a lot better at home than they do on the road.
This week, AGZ, but pick up another defense looking forward. Stephen Coe, full PPR, Bijan, Kyron, Pacheco, Javonte, or Ford. Start 2. This is tough.
Probably going to be
Bijan and Kyron.
I mean, I'm starting Pacheco.
I mean, that's fine too if you want to go
Pacheco.
Pacheco.
The Bills. They're not good.
Ebro had a big rant on the DFS show about why Kyron Williams is a good start this week, and I get it. But at the same time,
I want to run the ball. I mean, he's going to get a lot of volume.
Right. That's what he was saying, just from a volume standpoint, especially with the health of some of those wide receivers. But it's also a good week for Javonte. I don't think you can go wrong here.
This is a good problem to have.
Bijan, I think, is the one guy that I can't sit. And then Bijan, Javonte is good. Bijan, Kyron
I
could
mean, if you
be.
want to be safe, again, Pacheco is also on the injury report, so that does matter,
So
especially his
Bijan,
style of
Javonte,
play.
is that how we
I
would?
feel like Bijan and Kyron is probably your safest. I think that's
That's
your
what I think too.
safest.
Rod Gatlin, start one. Flex Roshan, Charbonnet, or Jalen Hyatt. I'm playing Roshan. See what happens.
Yeah.
Chris 19 Land. Good afternoon, fellas. I need to start one in the full PPR. Warren, Charbonnet, or Spears.
Warren.
Yep. John Starr, Deontay Johnson, Garrett Wilson, Gabe Davis, or Noah Brown. I almost said Nino Brown.
I'll start
from
Gabe Davis.
One of my favorite movies, New Jack City. You ever
I'll
seen New
start
Jack
Gabe
City?
Davis. No.
John's nodding his head. He knows. I'm my brother's keeper, John. He knows. Cash Money Brothers? No. Come on, man. Come on. You got to see. That's one of the great 90s movies, man. It is completely ridiculous and amazing at the same time. It is great. It is completely over the top. It is fun. Some great music in there. A little Tony in there. A little 90s hip hop action for you. It's Wesley Snipes playing like a gangster part. It's fantastic. And John, yes, reminding me that Chris Rock crushing it as Pookie, the guy who's addicted to the crack. And then he's helping you've never seen New Jack? You know the movie I'm talking about at least?
I watched you like 30 seconds ago.
Oh, man. New Jack City is awesome. Love New Jack City. I'm just going to think about Ice-T all day. There's one line I want to quote, but I can't do it because it's going to get me off the show.
Stick around for Discord After Dark.
John knows what line it is. It's an Ice-T line at the end of the movie. It says it. It's a great line. All right, I'll hold it for later. Let's go to the next question here. John Stars, we did. Oh, no, we didn't do John Star. Deontay Johnson, Garrett Wilson, Gabe Davis, or Noah Brown?
Gabe Davis.
What? Gabe Davis. Yep. All right. Daniel Woiwar. That's what it is, folks. Woiwar. Breece or Swift in PPR?
Swift.
Jet 161 PPR. Pick 2. Brandin Cooks, T. Higgins, Noah Brown, Jacoby Myers.
Cooks and Brown.
Miles Godwin. That's funny. It's like I'm named after 2 disappointing fantasy assets. Miles Godwin, PPR, likely or Njoku?
Likely.
Okay. Next one here. Filth. Hi, dudes. How will Mahomes do?
Well, he is
that's
currently
the $1 million
ranked.
question, right?
He is. I have it ranked as QB5 this week.
ECR's got him at 4. I mean, he's QB8 on the year. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like, look, man, it's all about if the receivers show up or not for him. That's what it's about. Like, they either do or they don't. The games where they do, he's 20 points. The games where they don't, he is 15. Like, that's it. So you're in that range. It's 15 to 21. That's what it is. Gone are the 35s. Like, that doesn't happen. Tyreek Hill's gone. Like, that ship has sailed.
Yeah, he only has one 30-point game on the season.
I know. And which one was it? It was against who? It was against the Chargers, I want to say, right? Yep. That's why do you think I like Russell Wilson so much this week? All right, let's go with White Claw. Zeke or Jerome Ford in the full PPR?
Zeke.
Edward Boscarino. Afternoon, guys. I really appreciate your content. And must-win situation this week. 10-man half PPR league. Would you start as wide receiver 3? Hopkins, Rice, Gabe Davis, or Jaden Reed? And I need one to flex. Also have Zeke as well as the flex option.
In half PPR, so he needs a wide receiver 3. So yeah, the flex I would do Zeke, and then I would play Rice.
Okay, there you go. Let's go to Nettie. Hey, pros. 12-team PPR, 3 flexes, must win. Jalen Warren, Deontay Johnson, Cooper Kupp, Drake London, and Downs. Those are your options there.
Warren, London, Downs.
All right, don't forget, if you have trouble too, the holidays are right around the corner. Everything's kind of crazy. You got a million concerts to go to for your kids. You got, people to shop for, or I don't know. You're just busy end of the year stuff and you're confused on who to start, or you might be missing setting a lineup. Let us help you. Sync your leagues over at My Playbook and use the autopilot feature. Autopilot makes it easy to manage all your fantasy team's lineups. You get suggested lineup changes via email, and you can even auto swap inactive players for you without even doing anything. Just turn on full autopilot, and you can get this right now at fantasypros.com/myplaybook, or you just download the Fantasy Football My Playbook app wherever you get your apps for peace of mind this holiday season. All right, let's get to another question here from Nettie has another one. 12-team, 3 flexes. Oh, did we do this one? Jalen Warren, Deontay Johnson,
Cooper
Kupp.
Did that one.
Okay.
We're on to
Samomo. Samomo, Achan or Mostert?
Achan.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Andrew Yanez. Hey, fellas, full PPR. Start 1. Deontay Johnson, Josh Downs, or Calvin Ridley?
I like Josh Downs a lot this week, so I'm going with him.
Okay. Trey Burkhardt. Half PPR. Who do I have in my flex? I got Wilson and Myers in my 2 wide receiver spots.
Wait, so
I don't understand.
So he
what's
needs
the
to start
question?
one of those guys, or is he just
I
telling
guess.
us his team? Wilson for me.
Okay, Wilson it is. Raymond Stajan. What's up, pros? Pick 2. White, Hall, Elliott.
White and Elliott.
Homer. PPR league. Should I start Warren, Eckler, or Javonte? Pick 3 best.
Didn't he just list 3 guys?
That's all 3.
There you go. Pitch and catch.
All right, let's rank them just in case Homer
Eckler, Javonte, Warren.
Before asking this question.
Eckler, Javonte, Warren.
You know what The Simpsons is, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Did you watch The Simpsons? Like that might be a generational thing.
A little
too.
bit. I wasn't. I mean, I think my parents tried to limit my exposure to that type of cartoons.
Really?
More like adult cartoons. Not that it's like even really that adult oriented. I mean,
so what was your cartoon go-to as a kid? Like what was your thing?
I mean, I watched a lot of like Nickelodeon, like SpongeBob. I watched a lot of that.
SpongeBob. That explains a lot.
All right, Pathfinder. Pokemon, of course.
That also explains a lot. Pathfinder MC, outdoor Goff or Dobbs?
See, everyone knows about outdoor Goff. You can't start.
It's outdoor cold weather elements Goff. That's what it is.
Oh,
That's
God.
what it is.
Oh, it's gonna be so funny watching him on the sideline. He's gonna wear like the scuba suit thing. It's like, Jared, you know it's like 35 degrees. It's not like 10. It doesn't matter.
So Goff or Dobbs?
Dobbs. I like the rushing.
Okay.
I think, yeah, as long as he doesn't get benched. Someone meltdown on Monday night.
I would still start Goff.
But I mean,
because I'm a little worried about
Jefferson, though.
I know, but we don't know what that is.
Yeah, but that's a boost for
Goff as Amon-Ra St. Brown. I could do this all day. I would still play Goff because I don't like Goff is not getting benched if things don't go well. Eckler or Mixon?
Eckler.
Lady Bear, Metcalf or Collins? Full PPR.
Metcalf.
All right, let's do one more here. Enzo, pick 2. James Cook, Breece, Elliott, or Rice?
James Cook, Breece, Elliott, or Rice. I like Rice.
I like Rice too.
Very good.
Just generally speaking.
Good carbohydrate. Guy. You like white rice or brown rice?
All the rice. Every rice. Yellow rice, brown. We've done this before.
We did. It's all coming back.
We've even had a poll about the rice, how much we like the rice. The rice and the beans. All the rice.
Who was the other options for running backs?
I don't know. I'm too busy talking about rice now. The other options were James Cook, Breece Hall, Ezekiel Elliott. So James Cook, play the total?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Don't forget, everybody, sign up at pristineauction.com with the promo code FantasyPros. That link is right below. When you sign up at Pristine Auction with the promo code, you're eligible if you're a subscriber to our YouTube channel and you've dropped a comment below to win that Tua Tagovailoa jersey. And remember, no matter what, you still get $10 off your first order at Pristine Auction. So go do that today, and that'll do it for us. But the story of the game goes on. For John and Andrew, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Have a great Thursday.
Go Steelers.
Yes, go Steelers.